Every hour, people upload 500 hours of video to YouTube. Every single hour. That's the equivalent of watching content non-stop for 82 years from just 60 minutes of uploads. Today, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Bigger than Bing, bigger than Yahoo, bigger than anything that isn't called Google. And do you know what the very first video uploaded to this platform, now worth over $160 billion, was? An 18-second clip of a guy at the zoo talking about elephant trunks. That's YouTube, and this story is far crazier than you think. It was February 2005, San Bruno, California. 3 former PayPal employees were frustrated over a stupid problem. They couldn't share a video from a party. Yes, that's how the second biggest platform on the internet began. Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Jawed Karim had left PayPal wealthy enough that they never needed to work again, and bored enough that they couldn't stop. The public story they told was that they wanted a way to share videos of the 2004 tsunami and the Super Bowl. Clean, friendly narrative. But Jawed Karim later admitted the real version in interviews. It was about a party. There was a girl involved, and the video simply wouldn't spread online. Whatever the true version was, the problem remained the same. The internet in 2005 had no simple, fast, and free place to host and share videos. Email would crash. Files were too large. Nobody had the patience, so they built the solution. On February 14, 2005, Valentine's Day, ironically, the domain youtube.com was registered. 3 months later, on April 23, 2005, Jawed Karim uploaded the platform's first video, 18 seconds long. Him standing in front of the elephant enclosure at the San Diego Zoo, talking about how long elephant trunks are. The video title, Me at the Zoo. No script, no editing, no strategy. Just a guy, a camera, and an idea that was about to change the world. In its first few months, YouTube was an experiment. The founders themselves didn't fully understand what they were building. For a brief moment, they even tried turning the site into a dating platform. Something like a video profile website, where people would upload clips talking about themselves to meet someone. The idea died quickly. Nobody wanted that, but people did want to upload everything else. Cat videos, funny accident compilations, graduation speeches, talent show performances, TV moments people wanted to watch again. And it was exactly one TV moment that made the site explode. In February 2006, someone uploaded the infamous moment when Janet Jackson had her wardrobe malfunction during the 2004 Super Bowl halftime show. NBC had removed the clip from everywhere else. But on YouTube, it stayed. The video went viral before the word viral even existed in internet culture. By July 2006, YouTube was already generating 100 million views per day. 100 million. Every single day. The platform was only 1 year and 3 months old. With that growth came the problem every fast success brings. Running out of money while giant companies start circling. YouTube was growing faster than it could pay its bills. Hosting videos cost a fortune. Servers kept multiplying, and monetization, almost non-existent. The founders knew they needed a buyer, or a massive investment, and fast. Several companies made offers. The most aggressive one came from MySpace, then the biggest social network in the world, offering to buy YouTube for $600 million. The founders refused. Everyone around them thought they had lost their minds. 6 months later, in October 2006, Google announced it was buying YouTube for $1.65 billion, paid entirely in stock. At that moment, it was the biggest acquisition in Google's history. For a platform only 20 months old, with fewer than 70 employees, and still no clear business model, the tech world was stunned. But Google had seen something very few people understood at the time. YouTube wasn't just a video website, it was the infrastructure for the future of media. After the acquisition, everything should have become easy. Google's money, Google's infrastructure, Google's technology. But between 2007 and 2010, YouTube almost collapsed, not because of a lack of users, because of lawsuits. Viacom, owner of MTV, Nickelodeon, and Comedy Central, filed a $1 billion lawsuit against YouTube, claiming the platform was profiting from pirated content. More than 100,000 copyrighted clips had been uploaded without permission. At the same time, record labels, movie studios, and TV networks around the world threatened similar lawsuits. YouTube was being legally suffocated. One unfavorable court decision could have destroyed the platform entirely. The solution came from a bold gamble. Instead of fighting an endless legal war, YouTube negotiated individually with major media companies, creating revenue-sharing agreements. Then they invented Content ID, a system that automatically identifies copyrighted content and, instead of removing it, monetizes it. The record label gets paid. YouTube gets paid. The video stays online. It changed the game. YouTube turned its biggest enemies into partners. The Viacom lawsuit was finally resolved in 2014, without YouTube paying anything. But YouTube's deepest transformation wasn't legal. It was cultural. In 2007, YouTube launched the Partner Program, allowing anyone to monetize videos with ads and receive a share of the revenue. It sounded simple. It was explosive. For the first time in history, a single person with a cheap camera sitting in their bedroom could make money competing directly with television networks. No agent needed. No contract needed. No studio needed. All you needed was an idea and a camera. The first major creators emerged: PewDiePie, Smosh, and Nigahiga. Then came makeup tutorials, cooking channels, tech reviews, gaming live streams. By 2012, YouTube had surpassed 4 billion daily views, and something fundamental changed in the relationship between audiences and media. For the first time, people no longer watched what television decided to broadcast. They watched what they wanted, when they wanted, from whoever they chose to follow. YouTube didn't kill television. It did something deeper. It made television optional. And in Brazil, this movement became even more radical. Brazilian channels exploded globally. Portuguese became the platform's second most consumed language. Brazilian creators built multi-million-dollar empires without ever appearing on a TV network. Today, YouTube has 2.7 billion monthly active users. It's watched in more than 100 countries, available in 80 languages, and it generates over $28 billion a year in advertising revenue. But the numbers don't tell the most important part of the story. YouTube changed what it means to learn. Today, you can learn to play guitar, speak Japanese, fix your home plumbing, understand thermodynamics, or build a business, all for free, all in one place, all at your own pace. YouTube changed what it means to stay informed. Independent journalists, political analysis channels, and documentary creators. Voices that would never have had space in traditional media now reach audiences larger than national television news broadcasts. And YouTube changed what it means to work. There's an entire generation of people, doctors, teachers, lawyers, chefs, musicians, who built second careers or entire careers from a channel. But there's something Jawed Karim, that guy at the zoo, said in a rare interview years later. We didn't know what we were building. We just knew we were solving a small problem. The big one came later. And maybe that's the most powerful lesson in YouTube's story. The biggest revolutions begin with ridiculously simple problems. From 18 seconds at the zoo to $160 billion. From 3 guys struggling to share a party video to a platform that hosts humanity's audio-visual memory. YouTube wasn't built by visionaries who predicted the future. It was built by people who solved a problem they personally had, and then had the courage not to stop when that problem became bigger than they ever imagined. And maybe that's why this story matters to anyone watching this channel. Because you don't need to predict the future. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to wait for the right moment. You need to start with what you have. Solve the problem you can already see. And have the courage not to sell for 600 million when you know it's worth more. If this story made you think differently about beginnings, scale, and what's possible to build from nothing, leave a like. That tells us this kind of content is worth making. Subscribe to the channel. Every week there's a story like this, about companies, people, and ideas that change the world in ways nobody expected. And click the next video on your screen. Because if you enjoyed this one, the next story will surprise you even more.